not on the field, court, or ice. You are on the couch. From PG to DC, this is Coaching from the Couch with your host, C. Wall. Delivering coverage for all DC sports teams from a hometown perspective. Nats, Skins, Mystics, DC United, Washington Wizards, Caps, Bowie State.
My name's C-Ball, I'm a PG girl. Down for my skins, I don't know if you heard. If you like watching sports, then I am your girl. Sit down on the couch if you're not on the field. Cold on the ice, pick any sport that you want. Know that I cover it tight. What would you like? From baseball to football and more. The list can go on the whole night. Big shouts out to my HBCU fam. Never forget who I am. Through the wins and the losses, the highs and the lows. We gotta stay strong, so I stay 10 toes. Make the competition back. The way I kick it, make them mad, man. See all that we live and direct. Sit back on the couch and relax. Come on.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Coaching from the Couch. This is your weekly DMV Sports update. And I am your host, Seawall, checking in to give you this week's updates on DMV Sports. We gotta get going into the conversation because there is so much to discuss. As always, there's always a ton of updates. This week, we're getting into, so what do we have? A brief Mystics update. Also, Nats, because it's still baseball season. We got to talk about the Nats. So, brief Nats update, brief Caps. We'll be getting into the Wizards and, of course, the Commanders. So, we got to get started and get the conversation going. You want to make sure you are tagging in your DMV Sports loving family and friends in this conversation. Make sure you drop a line or a comment because it just might get aired on television. As a reminder, this is a live Bowie Television recording. Everything we do here goes straight to the TV screen. So you all drop a love button or an emoji if you are ready to get started in the conversation, and make sure you are sharing this show as well. Okay, so who's up first? Let's see. Nats fans, check in, love button or fire emoji. Because the brief Nats update is simply this. When is baseball season over? Whew, this has been a long one. And the other day, pitcher Patrick Corbin got hurt. Now, Patrick Corbin was definitely a member of the World Series championship team in his first season in DC. But I believe he has a 6-year, $140 million contract. Is that right? Did I read that right? And I said, what in the world? How are we doing all of this? This is why and how? 6 years, $140 million, and he's basically been hurt similar to another pitcher that is on the team. But listen, it is almost over, everyone. And I see that folks are checking in between Mazdak and Mama Waller. Listen, you guys, did you hear this? I'm gonna go back. Patrick Corbin was making how much money? Yes, that much money, you all. So Nats fans, listen, it's almost the end of the season. It's almost over. And guess what? We'll try again next year. But this is a tough update to try to give. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. It's really rough to try to come up with a positive Nats update. But it's just not. You can try, but hey, we try to have a level of authenticity on this show as well. So that's the Nats update. Patrick Corbin is hurt again, and Seawall right here reporting to you all had no idea how much Patrick Corbin was getting paid. 6 years, $140 million, and he hasn't played very much. So there's that update. As folks are checking in, make sure you all have hit the love button and drop the fire emoji or something so that I know that you're there. Still coming up, Brief Mystics. We definitely got to get into the Wizards, and we got some Commander stuff that we got to get into. Okay, so make sure for certain your fellow Wizards fans and your fellow Commanders fans are all locked in, because now I'm seeing tried and true DMV Sports fans, Damon and John Adams and Cameron Mingo checking in. So you all want to make sure you are tapping in, because we for sure, it's a lot of announcements of all the things going on in the area. So then up next, I got to make sure I find my Mystic segment divider. Washington Mystics, really brief update on the Washington Mystics, you all. And that is simply best of luck and just bring back the gold medal to the entire USA Basketball Women's World Cup team. Two of the Washington Mystics, Ariel Atkins and Shakira Austin, are on that team. So best wishes, ladies. We're really excited for the entire team. So safe travels, have fun, but most importantly, we all know what it is. Bring back the gold medal. Bring back the gold medal. Everyone knows we want a gold medal. So continue to add to the collection. It should be a great, great time in showing. Now, really quick on the Caps. We know that the Caps are in their training camp, but I want Wizards fans to check in. Where are the Wizards fans? Have you all hit the love button? Have you dropped the fire emoji? Because Friday is Wizards Media Day, and then on Saturday through Tuesday is training camp. Okay? I'm excited. Listen, Media Day is a lot of fun. So let me just share with you a bit about what Media Day includes. Media Day is when they take a bunch of pictures, right? And the media comes and asks questions. Each player has their own media session. Of course, tomorrow Brad will be up first. Bradley Beal, the leader, he's up first. And then they'll go through the team, the team members like that. It's not stressful. It's a lot that goes on, but it's a fun day. It's a fun day. And I'm actually looking forward to it, to be honest with you. And then they have, training camp. Of course, I won't be at training camp on Sunday because it's a Commanders game day. Commanders fans, you want to make sure you're on, because the bulk of this is going to you all. Got a lot to talk about, Commanders fans. But from a Wizards perspective, listen, it's going to be interesting to see everything they have going on. Also, the Wizards and the Mystics in Stackwell have announced this week a partnership to promote financial empowerment, investment education, and market participation for the Black community across the Washington metropolitan area. I believe I saw Ron Blackwell check in. Ron, if you're out there, if you hear this, then you already know that this is amazing and a great thing to do for the community. Okay. Stackwell is the digital investment platform created to eliminate the racial wealth gap, to bring financial wellness and investment education programming and other economic support to the Black community. So throughout the season, they're going to be co-hosting a number of events. This is good, you all. There'll be events happening at Entertainment and Sports Arena, at Capital One. This is going to be good. And make sure whenever I find out something, just like I found that out, I will make sure that you all have this information, and don't just have it and share it. Make sure you actually come to the events. Okay, this is why they have it. This is why it's there. And I see that Ron has checked in. Absolutely, this is a great and wonderful thing. So make sure you all are paying attention to what the Wizards are posting, but also here at Seawall Sports and Entertainment and on Bowie Television, what we're sharing with you all as well, because you want to take advantage of all of the great tools and knowledge that they're going to be sharing throughout the community. So definitely hit a love button and get a fire emoji for that. I think I saw a question come through to ask if I was going to media day tomorrow. And like I just, yes, I will absolutely be at media day. I will not be at commander's practice. I will not be in Ashburn. I'll be at Wizards media day. Like I said, I'll be at practice, will not be at training camp for the Wizards practice, of course, on Sunday, because I'll be at FedEx Field. And then we'll have to see, depending on how schedules go. If the Commanders win or not, then that will dictate where I go next Monday and Tuesday. Now, on to the Wizards themes and promotional schedule for the year. Okay, do you all have a pen and a paper? Because you definitely want to be writing all of this down. Okay, the first 15,000 fans attending the home opener on Friday, October 21st against the Chicago Bulls will receive a season Wizard schedule magnet. I really like those magnets. Those magnets, because you keep up with the games that way. And all fans in attendance will also take home a classic jersey rally towel to celebrate the team's new classic edition uniform that will be debuted that night. Okay, then there's a throwback night, or throwback nights, excuse me, beginning on Friday, November 18th. Okay, when on the November 18th game against the Miami Heat, the first 10,000 fans will receive a hat designed by Wizards alumnus Antoine Jameson. Okay, the first 10,000 fans on December the 10th versus the Clippers will receive a throwback inspired hat designed by Kyle Kuzma. Also, let's mention that is the day, really quick, that John Wall will be back. And if you all, let me quick plug for John Wall's article in the Players Tribune. If you have not had a chance, please go read that article. Please go read it. It's amazing. It's impeccable. That's John. That's John. The words, how it's written, that's him. That's him. And do yourself a favor and read that article. It really is well done, and it'll tell you just a lot about who he is as a person and his character. So it will be good to see him on the court on December the 10th for certain. Back to Wizards themes night. Washington will host Vote Night on Friday, October the 28th versus Indiana. That is actually a national televised game. Okay. There also will be Wizards Wednesdays, a 6-night series. Okay, that'll start on November the 16th, and that'll go throughout the season. And the Wizards will feature giveaways like throughout the all Wednesdays. So one is January 11th, February 8th, March 22nd. They have stuff all season long. And again, Seawall Sports and Entertainment, Bowie Television will absolutely be sharing with you all of the updates. It won't be a dull moment. That's for certain. That's absolutely for sure. Won't be a dull moment over at Cap One Arena at all. At all. So listen, get excited, Wizards fans. It's the 25th anniversary of them being called the Wizards. It'll be fun. It'll be good. Now, here's some information I will share. Here's a spoiler alert in terms of the home opener. I actually will not be in town. So hey, listen, some things were already set in stone, and during football season, it's hard to manage everything. But I actually won't be in town for the home opener, and that It's kind of similar to what happened with the Mystics. I wasn't in town for the Mystics season opener or home opener either. But hey, we got all season long. It's okay. It'll be all right. Have you all hit the love button? Have you shared this show with your DMV Sports loving family and friends? We have so much more to discuss. And we're going to spend the rest of our time here talking about, yep, you guessed it, the Washington Commanders. Commanders fans, are you all locked in? Are you all checked in? Have you all said hello to each other? Have you all said hello to the Queen, Mama Waller? If everybody done all that, we had to jump right into the show. So listen, let's just get right on into it. Some of this is a bit mixed bag of things that I want to share. We got to go to some announcements. Let's get to the announcements first. So this week, the Commanders announced that Ortho, Virginia, as their new training center entitlement partner and official orthopedic and sports medicine provider. So now it is called the Ortho Virginia Training Center at Commanders Park or something to that effect. I know everyone was out there Wednesday and they did some photo opportunities and all of that. That was nice. So that's a partnership that they have now. Wanted to share that. Also, for the upcoming game, a lot of feedback, a lot of stuff going on. The Commanders are celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, HBCU Night Out, and Pride Night Out. All of that is going on this Sunday, September 25th. A lot. Okay, and I really want to share this information with you all. I want to try to share everything, but here's what I can gather in the time allotted. And in an on-field ceremony at the end of the first quarter, the team will honor the life and legacy of Jerry Smith, a Washington Ring of Fame member who broke league and franchise records during his 13 seasons for the Burgundy and Gold. Following his retirement, Smith courageously battled AIDS before ultimately succumbing to the disease just months after becoming the first professional athlete to publicly reveal his diagnosis. And then as part of the team's second annual HBCU Night Out, the team will host two tailgates. Y'all want to write this down. We'll host two tailgates, including a DC Metro HBCU Alumni Alliance pregame event in the De Leon Lounge, that's on the club level, and an HBCU tailgate in the Green D parking lot at D40. So the tailgates will include catered food by Soul Rebel and HBCU graduate-owned business, as well as an exclusive HBCU t-shirt giveaway. Bowie State University will hold the flag during the national anthem. I know Howard University will be active participants in the game as well. Love button, fire emoji for HBCUs. You all know I'm already going to be there. And I know it's some Divine Nine activity too. So my sorors, the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, will be there. I got a nice red something or another. This is a shirt that I'll be wearing to the game as well. So barring any wardrobe malfunctions, I'll be wearing red for the most part. So hey, it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. And the weather's supposed to be fantastic. It really is. So where should we start? I don't even know. Have you all checked in? Let's talk a little bit. Let's spend the next, what do we got? 10 or so minutes just talking a little bit. I'm going to share, here's some footage from this week. Just some pre individual position drills that they were going through when media is allowed to be out there. So sharing a bit of that. I definitely want to, we can get into you all's bold predictions as well while we're at it. You can go ahead and drop some of your bold predictions. Today was a rainy day out in Ashburn, but I'm going to tell you all something. You all want to know a little tidbit? The playlist was good. So I said, okay, I think they're getting ready. They're getting mentally prepared. You know, good music always helps. Good music is therapeutic. It helps. And I mean, I know I can't speak for anybody else out there, but I know me myself, I was absolutely feeling the playlist. I was enjoying myself listening to that music while I was out there. So it was a good time. It was a good thing. And all we can hope is for the best. I did take some clips, and I'll share that now, of what Carson Wentz had to share in his after practice presser this week about facing the Eagles. We know that the team is different, right? It's not really the same coaches, not really the same players. So maybe perhaps that feeling isn't really there, but he definitely spoke to it, because I don't know if you all knew this or not. This is Carson's first time playing the Eagles since he has not been a Philadelphia Eagle. So here's a snippet of what he had to say in his after practice presser.
Fun. Obviously, it looks a little bit different over there from when I was there. New faces, new coaches, new everything, but it'll be a fun one.
Looking back, there were two big trades during your time in Philly when they went up to get you, and then obviously traded to Indianapolis. Do memories from either of those moments stand out to you?
I mean, this league, my career has been a whirlwind. I'll tell you that much. A lot of really good memories from my time there. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of great friends, a lot of great relationships that I made. So definitely we'll have some mixed emotions in terms of those things, but nothing crazy jumps out other than my time there was a whirlwind. It was wild. This NFL is a whirlwind, but I'm grateful to still be playing, and I'm excited for this one.
Just looking at the first 2 weeks, what sort of challenge do they present from a defensive standpoint?
Yeah, they play fast. Their front, they've always had a really good front, and the same thing goes this year. Their DBs do a good job. Obviously, creating turnovers like we've seen the first couple of weeks, and they're a good defense. They play fast, they play hard. I wouldn't say they're anything exotic, so we kind of know what we're going to get, but that just means we got to execute and out execute them. So we'll be up for the challenge.
You kind of hinted at this last week, but will there be much emotion for you in facing your former team?
We'll find out. We'll find out. I'm excited for it just because of the nature of the game. Obviously, they've started hot. We know where we're at and everything. It's a divisional rivalry. All of those things. I've been a part of this one. I know the emotion that goes into it from the other side. So I'm excited for it. But again, you try not to make a game bigger than it needs to be. Every week's a big week. It's hard to win in this league. And so I know once the first kickoff goes, it'll be football again, and I'm excited for it.
Listen, all I can say is the energy is there based on what I can see. The energy is there. I will not be able to be there for Friday's practice because, as I mentioned already, I'll be at Wizards Media Day. But so far, I'm sensing positive, good energy. I see some of your bold predictions coming through. Damon with the 35-31 Commanders. Cameron Mingo with his bold prediction of Jahan Dotson having his first 100-yard receiving game of the season. And even Mama Waller has jumped in on the fun and said 27-14 Commanders. Listen, so like Joy just said, good vibes only. That's all we want. That's all we want. Now, I want to share with you all some of the statistics of who has been having a good season so far. You all, I want you to guess, which Commanders do you all think, from a stats perspective, is having a good season so far? Through week 2, which individual players? Damon is already on it. Listen, Carson Wentz's name is everywhere. Statistically, Carson Wentz's name through the first 2 weeks, he's tied with Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen with 7 passing touchdowns, right? He's second in passing yards, okay? He's first in 25-plus yard receptions, okay? In terms of completions, his percentage between him and Terry and him and Jahan are right up there with others. Total yards, he's third. second is actually Jalen Hurts. Or maybe it's Patrick Mahomes. I don't know. This might be, this thing right here is a little off. I'm looking right at the stats. So that's good. Red zone completion. He's first. Y'all gonna leave Carson Wentz alone, okay? Because I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't really appreciative of Carson getting some blame for that week 2 loss. I was in my feelings a little bit. I was like, well, wait a second. What did Carson do? Wait. But anyway, do you all want to guess some more? Or do you want me to tell you? I saw someone guess Curtis Samuel. I don't see Curtis Samuel, but I do want to give a shout out to, listen, Antonio Gibson's name is on here for his rushing and receiving yards. He's at total yards of 171. He's doing really good, actually. And this is through franchise history. That's cool. That's good. But hey, according to PFF, you all want to know somebody else? Y'all sure you don't want to guess? There we go. There we have it. Deron Payne. Nasdaq guessed that. Extraordinary through week 2. Through week 2. We're just going to keep it going. And I'm probably, you all watching me stare. Y'all want to know a secret? So I have like all these stats. I have them all. And I don't want to just completely geek out on everybody and start going into all of the stats and all that it means. But I will just, one day I'm going to do that on you guys. One day I'm going to be like, you know what? We're going to have a show full of stats. We're going to talk about it. We're going to really, because I'm going to tell you something. Let me go ahead and go on my stance rant right now. The key about stats is it really lets you know how good or how bad your team really is, measured across the league, right? It really lets you know where you are, you know? And so I wanted to acknowledge that and say we're going to get into a bit more of that because, and it's not that I'm selfishly trying to get into it because I get excited about it, but I think it really helps to tell the story of where the team really is, even if it's not showing up on the scoreboard. If you really want to be serious, and I went back, you all know I did, and watched the game. And the first half was still dismal. That did not change. Okay, my opinion on the first half did not go anywhere. I'm sticking to my word on how I felt like some things could have been done differently to try to get the offense moving faster, like not faster in speed, but just on the scoreboard quicker, more quickly. I don't change my mind on that. But what I will say is, it really was a difference of a couple of plays. If those mistakes weren't made, easily could have seen a different ball game. But that's just not the way it shaked out. In the next minute that we all have, listen, I didn't get into the Eagles' stats, but they're good. And you all know, you've heard this from me. I have been tracking the Eagles since the draft. Let me even correct myself. I have been tracking the Eagles' moves since free agency. When I said, oh, wait a minute, raise my hand, somebody pick me. Has anybody else watching what the Eagles are doing right now? Same thing in the draft. And they were still making moves in that entire time. So I'm going to leave off with exactly what Damon put right here. The Commanders absolutely got to bring their A game on Sunday. Okay. Every mistake that they've made thus far, they need to learn from and come out with a corrected stance if they want to even have a chance to win this football game on Sunday. Win this football game on Sunday, and this team has a really good chance to have a dominant posture going into Dallas in week 4. And that's really what you want. So you all, with that being said, we're going to close out and we're going to hope for another Victory Monday. We didn't get one this past Monday, but we're going to hope for a Victory Monday conversation coming up soon. You all be safe. And if you're in the DMV area, there's storms throughout the area. So absolutely be safe and be careful. Okay, you guys? I'll be seeing you guys again very soon.
You're not on the field or ice. You're on the couch. From DG to DC, this is Coaching from the Couch with your host, C. Wall, delivering coverage for all DC sports teams from the hometown perspective. Nats, Skins, Mystics, DC United, Washington Wizards, Caps, Bowie State.
My name's C-Wall, I'm a PG girl. Down for my skins, I don't know if you heard. If you like watching sports, then I am your girl. Sit down on the couch if you not on the field. Cold on the ice, pick any sport that you want. Know that I cover it tight. What would you like? From baseball to football and more. The list can go on the whole night. Big shouts out to my HBCU fam. Never forget who I am through the wins and the losses, the highs and the lows. We gotta stay strong, so I stay 10 toes. Make the competition back. The way I kick it, make them mad, man. See all that we live and direct. Sit back on the couch and relax. Come on.